Welcome back everyone. My name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we're either going to go to the Mage Tower or Nocticula's Palace. We can't actually go to either one of them at the moment. We don't have the key from Zephorian for the Mage Tower, and we aren't invited to Nocticula's Palace yet. So what we're going to do, instead of start working on Zephorian's key in this video, we're going to go to the Flesh Markets and head over to the Mayor's office, town hall, I don't know what you want to call it. Gonna just, okay, there we go. There's a fight on the way. I died the last time because I wasn't paying attention. We're going to the Harem of Ardent Dreams. That's where we're headed to. I also have finally picked out the parts for the computer I want to build. I'm going to wait till Black Friday to pick up some of the pieces, but the graphics card I'm going to wait till next year. It is going to be the most expensive part, and also that we won't be able to get it until then anyways. The rest of the computer, not actually that expensive. I'm going to go with the Ryzen 5800X 3D for my CPU. I'm going to go with just a motherboard with the right, socket and RAM slots for what I want. I'm getting some 4000 megahertz DDR4 RAM, which is fine. 64 gigs of that. Nothing particularly special, just good clock speeds and good amount. I think I'm going to stay down here for this fight, honestly. This fight kind of sucks, and I think we can just do the whole thing from down here. I already have SSDs, so I don't need any of that. We're going to have to go up there to kill the Vavakia, actually. Now that I look at this situation, we could just teleport up there. What do we have up here? An Alchemist, a Butcher, random people. We could teleport up. We can't this turn, though, so let's do something different. Let's do a Hellfire Ray on that guy. Almost killed it in a single go. Can't do anything with our main character. What else do I want to mention? I got a decent case picked out. I'm going to go with block cooling instead of liquid cooling because the case I have has a weird sort of layout and it makes putting a radiator in kind of annoying, so I'm not going to bother. It's got good airflow though, so I don't think a block heater or block cooler will be a problem as opposed to liquid cooling. I am going to go with a 4080 when they come out. Obviously that's not going to be for a while. And what else? I'm missing something else. Oh, just a 1000 watt modular PSU. Of course, so that I have enough power to run the thing. But yeah, Black Friday, hopefully we get some of the pieces and then just wait till next year to get the rest of it. Should solve our problems relating to frame rates and stuff like that. And yeah, gonna go from there. Pretty excited. Killed the Vavakia, nice. Oh, and at the end of the last video I mentioned I was going to try and save that one item. Did not work. Tried it a lot of times, a lot of different ways. Tried many different things. The only way we could maybe do it is if we use a character editor or something like that. I'm not going to bother. That's going to hurt a lot. Force bombs hurt. I kind of wish that guy didn't throw so many of them. And a crushing despair hit us. And everyone's down on the ground. Nice. Ember can't teleport us up because we are stuck. This is fine. Let's just do a fireball or something. Some low-level spell that we don't care about that much. We'll just let Ursula take care of this if she could hit things. I'm just gonna let this all take care of itself. It's a pretty annoying, it's just a surprising fight because it wasn't expected. But I'm stoked to get a new computer at some point. In the next year. If I can get the other parts cheap on like a Black Friday sale or like a Boxing Day sale in Canada or, that kind of thing, I will. Sales are good, and then just whenever the graphics card comes out, we'll put it all together and it'll be good to go. So we finished that fight. I'm glad I was more prepared this time for it than I was last time. And how's our level doing? We are less than half of the way to our next level, so we got lots of time before that kicks off, before we get level 17.
Watch out for trouble.
First time here, a fearsome-looking succubus steps forward, blocking your path. Are you sure you're welcome here? This is the harem of ardent dreams, the palace of Shamira, chief demoness of this city. After Nocticula, of course. But when did Nocticula ever care about our petty concerns? Bottom line, this place belongs to the person who really runs everything around here. Got it? I wish to enter. Actually, how does a feeble guard like you expect to stop someone who has vanquished hordes of demons on Golarion? Was that meant to scare me? Sure, I've heard there's a massacre happening on Golarion, but how am I to know you have anything to do with it? Until I see blood on your hands, you remain nothing but a pompous stranger. I want to enter. The demon shrugs. You're known in the city. I don't think Shamira would deny you an audience. Come on in. Thank you. Alright, we are in with some guards. There's a lot of guards actually around. We're not going to be fighting anyone in here, or we shouldn't be anyways, in theory. Shamira, the Ardent Dream. A red-haired, beautiful demon sits majestically on the throne, an aura of bright light blazing around her. It's not the gentle light-giving light that shines on a Golarion. This light blinds, withers, and makes a person burn with fever, draining their strength. And who do we have here? The latest wanderer from another world coming to seek my patronage? Shamira throws a casual glance at Arushale and raises an eyebrow in surprise. So the rumors were true. Arushale, you really are making friends with mortals now. I must admit I found it hard to believe such a worthy daughter of the Abyss had fallen so low. Shamira falls silent but receives no answer. Well, not that I really care. I came here seeking your patronage. Shamira looks you up and down with a contemptuous expression, then answers with a scoff. So what use can you be of me, or be to me, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demons serve me. What can your pitiful self offer me that they can't? In your mind, Shamira's voice sounds calmer, though it's still arrogant. In truth, there is one thing you can help me with, Golarion, but the others mustn't know about it. Work for me, and I will grant you a share of my attention and patronage. No doubt you've already heard of Nahindrian crystals, objects of astonishing power that grant their owner incredible abilities. Everyone in Illusionera knows they exist, but no one knows what they are or where to get them. No one, except for that smug cow Hepsamira. I want you to find out where they are, or what they are. My advice is to start searching in that pile of refuse known as the Lower City. Ask for Zephorian, my predecessor, now a beggar. If that pathetic wretch is still alive, he might know something. Now go, and don't bother returning until you have the information I need. Here, take my mark so the arch near the palace will let you in. I don't want to waste my time waiting while you wind your way back through the streets of my city with valuable information. Your pack becomes a bit heavier, as if some new item has appeared inside it. The hand of the inheritor addresses you, an undercurrent of alarm in his words. I see greed in the eyes of this fiend. She is ready to offer you a deal, and I sense more than idle interest lies behind it. We both know Nahindrian crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing Hepsamira to prevent her from creating and unleashing an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet if you reveal the secret of the crystals to Shamira, we risk simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make concessions, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon's request. Weigh each of Shamira's words and remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armor your heart, and do only what you must, not what she, with all of her promises and charms, will try to convince you to do. And be prepared to find a knife in your back at any moment. Everything's clear. Wonderful, because this conversation is beginning to bore me. I have to go. Go now, and come back when you have something useful. My time is precious, and I can't waste it on every mortal who fancies a chat. Alrighty, so there's a book there. I didn't even notice. It's not, it's a notes on a ripped paper. This piece of paper is covered in sloppy writings on both sides. The phrases are incomplete, indicating someone is taking notes pretty much on the go. Lamashtu, Nocticula, Shamira, Discari, Baphomet, Pazuzu, Sokobanath. Cool. Alright, let's leave. Let's head through the portal, because now we can do that. We're going to the lower city, the Flesh Market, or not the Flesh Market, it's the Battle Bliss. And we're going to look around for Zephorian. I already think I know where he is, but I can't remember if we have to do all the little searches around for him before he appears where we actually want him to be. I remember the last time I did this. Searching for Zephorian, I hadn't killed Chivaro yet. That was very annoying.
I will guard
Spare a coin or I'll spit in your face and give you the plague. Grim. Yeah, we have to find him first. The beggar raises his eyes to you, his gaze clouded by dull anger. What you want? How can I find Zephorian? Eh, who's that? Never heard of anyone by that name. Also, if anyone's heard of him, they won't be telling you anyways. You might find a beggar in the lower city who'll be willing to chat with you. But before you find him, you have to worm your way, or you'll worm your way through those nice boots of yours. That's one good pair of boots. It'd be a shame if you ruined them. How about you just give them to me instead? Heh. Maybe a small donation would jog your memory. You know what? Better be on your way. I don't need no money and no shady deals with you. I don't want to know who you're looking for. Fine. Yeah, get lost looking for this off, Zap. For that freak you're looking for somewhere else. If you want him around that bad, ask around. Maybe someone saw him, but leave me alone. Alright. Guy doesn't want to talk to us. Oh, we're in the lower... Actually, we're in the battle-bless area. The signs on this wall indicate that the drug merchant can be found here. In the abyss, there are many poisons that can plunge mortals and even demons into nightmares. We could do another quick fight. Do your thing. Get out of the way. I know there's a bigger squad down below that we have to do. Actually, let's go deal with that first, and then we'll come back up here and do the fight. Down we go.
I finished here. Is there more?
Boop. We're going to appear down at the bottom. We're going this way. Here we go. This is the area we need to be in. I think it's this one. Maybe it's over a bit more. No, it's definitely around here somewhere. Maybe we need to talk to these beggars over here first. Okay. I think you're supposed to start from the very beginning. Is it one of these guys? I know there's a person we have to talk to first that starts us on this whole little journey. What you want? Piss off? Not that person. Is it you? No. Is it you? No. Is it one of you? Go bug someone else, blah blah blah. There we go. The beggar unleashes a stream of angry curses. Look at this stupid Galarian strutting around and pestering everyone with his stupid questions. Can't even beg for alms in peace. What do you want? Are you doing this for laughs? There's not a beggar in the lower city that you haven't harassed. What was it you wanted to know? Come on, ask away then piss off. Have you heard of Zephorian? Well, maybe there's a fellow with such a name, or maybe there wasn't. I don't know. And the others don't know either. What's your problem with us? Go ask around the middle city. You can even search for him in Shamira's dark hole for all I care. Just leave us alone. Do you know where I can find Zephorian? Yes or no? I don't know, and no one else knows either. Just leave us alone. Go ask the man in charge. Maybe he knows where this Zephorian of yours is. If he doesn't, then no one else does. As soon as you see our gang, start asking around. Our boss never walks by himself. He always has a crowd with him. Gotta go. Now we can talk to the crowd. The dead eyes of the beggars watch you closely. They hold out their hands and repeat well-practiced enthusiasm. Spare a coin, stranger. Be careful with them. These beggars are different than the ones on Galarian. They were rejected even by the Society of the Abyss. Just imagine what type of person you must be if even the demons don't want to deal with you. They are not as helpless as they may seem, and their leader is untouchable. They say even the Lady in Shadow sometimes seeks his counsel, and some say that it is Shamira herself who has assumed the form of an ordinary demon in order to communicate with those who inhabit her. Who among you wishes to earn some gold? Whoever takes me to the Zephorian will be richly rewarded. Your words magically draw an entire crowd of beggars. Their eyes light up as they thrust out their dirty palms. A whisper runs through the crowd. Hey, deep pockets, care to share some gold? Gimme, gimme, gimme. You definitely managed to draw the beggars' attention, but they do not appear to be in a hurry to share any useful information with you. Study the reactions on the beggars' faces. One of the beggars draws your attention. Despite the pitiful rags covering his scabbed body, he holds himself a little more erect than the others, and a dirty but obviously expensive ring sparkles on his hand. Unlike the others, he looks at you without interest or greed, but with arrogant indifference. The leader of the beggars realizes you figured him out, but continues to examine you with an indifferent look. His tightly pressed lips indicate he will not simply give you the information you need. I shake the beggar's hand and steal his ring. I can tell you're in charge here, and if you want your ring back, tell me where I can find a Zephorian. Instantly turning pale as a ghost, the beggar falls at your feet and meekly mumbles, "The ring is a sign of my superiority, gives me authority as the vice-regent of cruel fate and shepherd of these poor creatures. I beg you to return it to me before they tear me apart, and I'll tell you everything you want to know." Glancing up at you, the demon somehow makes you feel paralyzed for an instant. The ring disappears from your hand. The beggar leader regains his composure and gives an imperious nod. The deal is sealed. The beggar picks at his ear with his knobby, dirty-nailed finger, then says, "A filthy pile of garbage once named Zephorian begs at the entrance of the Battle Bliss, the gladiator arena. That is where you will find him." Really would have been nice if we could have just talked to him while we were there before, because I already knew he was there. Oh, right, we gotta turn. Up we go. And then this way we go. And then this way we go. Oh, we have to go through the tavern upstairs, don't we? It does appear so. Okay. Into the tavern we go. Go out the other exit near the Battle Bliss, which is this set of stairs directly on the other side. And then we're good to go. It's gonna be wonderful. Let's go talk to Zephorian. Don't close. No, stop. Let me through first. Yes, I made it through. Victory is mine. It's you. You're Zephorian. Actually, I'm gonna save in case there's checks that we need to pass. The vagrant is repulsive even by the standards of the Abyss. His lumpy, scarred face makes you think he was put through a meat grinder, then shaped back into a semblance of his former body, and left to live out his life. His tall and once impressive figure has been shattered. His arms are covered in the protruding lumps of unset bones that were left to heal improperly. The beggar is clad in many layers of dirty, smelly rags, which hundreds of keys are sewn, from tiny toy box keys to giant cast iron keys that bow the demon's neck almost to the ground. So you're looking for Zephorian. He's long dead, but that doesn't seem to be stopping you. Well, so what do you want with a dead man? Zephorian, the master of lies and trickery. I remember fighting him. What do you know about Nahindrian crystals? There's a tale in Shamira, tale about crystals that grant immense power. But what exactly are they, and from where do they draw this power? No one seems to know. I've seen something like it only once before. I found the first crystal in the Isle of Vazglar, and it seemed useless to me. It contained a great deal of power, but it was of no use whatsoever. I meant to give it to my patron, as he would have found a way to use it, but I never got the chance. Some feeble mortal mage managed to steal a crystal from me. He locked himself in a tower, examined the crystal, studied it, and managed to find some use for it, but he was under Nocticula's protection, so I never tried to hunt him down. The demon grins unpleasantly. I bet you're thinking, I'm just going to tell you the name you seek, and then you can rush off to have a chat with the mage. Not a chance. The mage wasn't a demon, he was a mortal who served Nocticula's arcane needs back in the day. Kicked the bucket a long time ago. All that's left of him is the tower in the upper city, locked and protected by magic. Many have tried to get inside in the hopes of stealing something of value, but their remains rotted long ago. No use talking about them now. Ah, but you're curious. Now, you'd like to have a poke around that tower, wouldn't you? Perhaps you could find something of use in there, yes? Zephorian gives you a mocking grin and then sighs and takes a single key from his rags, handing it to you with a sweeping gesture. Take it while I'm still feeling generous. This will open the way into the tower. When I ruled Shamira, I made sure I had a key for every hideout and tucked away nook in the city. You never know when they might come in handy. Here, take this and get lost. No one will throw me a coin with you hanging about. I'm going to take a closer look at this surprisingly selfless demon. Something spiteful and vicious lurks in the depths of this beggar's eyes. He looks like a predator waiting in ambush, or rather a scavenger waiting impatiently for his prey's agony to finally end, so he can enjoy his meal. Whatever his motives, this demon obviously does not wish you well, and is already counting down the minutes to your imminent demise. I remember, I've heard of this place. It's a tower supposedly filled with treasures left there after the death of an ancient mage. But no one could ever prove there's any truth to these rumors, because not one of the daring adventurers who managed to get in ever returned. The place is a death trap. Zephorian's probably just toying with us. He's pretending to be helpful, only to send us to certain death. The Isle of Vazglar, what's that? Yes, Vazglar, a wild place, an island in Ishiar. Deserted, no one really cared about it. I had a secluded lair there where I kept all sorts of nasty tricks for Nocticula. Anyone who found my den could have made a tidy profit. But not so long ago, the island sank unexpectedly. No point trying to look for it anymore. You're lying to me. You're trying to lure me into a trap. The demon's ugly mob breaks into a malicious grin. You'll probably die there, or maybe you won't. And you'll find out what Shamira wants. It was Shamira who sent you, right? She was the one who turned me into Nocticula back in the day. And now she wants to topple her mistress and take her place, just as I once tried to. That's why she wants these crappy crystals so much. So be it, I say. Whoever loses this fight, I'll be the winner, and I'll savor the outcome. You, Shamira, Nocticula, may you all drop dead, tear out each other's throats, and strangle each other with your own intestines. You're all scum, and I'll piss on your corpses as they float by in an ocean of your blood. Share your knowledge with me. I don't think there's anything of super value in this. Yeah, it's just all normal stuff. Any advice? Okay, enough about that. I am leaving. We have the key that we need. That is what we came here for. We are going to go to 10,000 Delights, and then we're going to head up into the upper city again. And we still don't have a coin for that place, but we'll worry about that later. Can't remember where to get... Maybe there's a coin... Is there a store? Right in the... There might be a store in the, in like the plaza of the upper area. We could take a quick look around while we're there. We're headed there anyways, so really wouldn't hurt to glance to see if there's a coin we could take to make our trip up there just the tiniest bit faster. It's not hard going to the harem and then up, but it does add an extra load screen, so... I honestly don't remember where to get the upper city coin from. It's been such a long time. Alright, let's take a look around this little zone first. So commoners, no one named, no one a merchant, no one to fight. Doesn't look like it's up here. The portal down is over there. Let's take a quick glance here. Citizens, commoners, guards, those are good to get up and down the city. It's not going to be important to us. Some slaves, some commoners. That's not where we need to go, right? That's the abandoned mansion, I think. That's Demalkia's mansion, right? Okay. Down we go. There's illusionary guests who we don't need to talk to, apparently. Commoners, more commoners. There's some slaves and mercenary marksmen, but no one we can really talk to. Slaves and commoners. Not seeing anyone of note here. Just the guests. What's back here?
I sense something.
Not trap chest, but a locked chest.
I'm glad I was useful to
We
you.
got some hide of a magical creature and some jade. Nice. That'll help us make that cloak later on. In fact, we can probably make it when we go up to the top of the tower. We're not going to be able to do the full tower in this video, probably. But at the very least, we'll get into it. And we're going to try and avoid that fight that's right around this. Actually, maybe we should just do this fight. I'm almost certain that this ends up being a fight. Almost certainly. In fact, 100% certainly. Let's just get it done and out of the way so we don't have to deal with it anymore. Don't have to worry about it. Alright, so we're going to redo that fight. We had some bad luck with some rolls. Really bad luck with some rolls. In that a few people that we really couldn't afford to have dominated got dominated. And just caused a little bit of trouble. But it's going to be fine. We're going to get it done this time. We're going to add a couple more circos.
My unbiased opinion?
Just a few.
Keep your wits about
And you have mirror image. And I'm going to bring our group more down here. Because I need to get people into a fight and also not as into the fight, if that makes sense. Alright, here we go. Here comes the fodder. Go and feast, but then clean up after yourselves. So, yeah. That's better. At least some of them fell over this time. Last time, none of them fell over, and we got super dominated. It was real bad. We got murdered just horrifically. Can we? No, can't get close enough. I wasn't sure how far his stagger would go. Ember will saved. Ember will saved again. And Ember did not get that one. That's fine. At least Nenio is still okay. And we can deal with Ember being dominated at the moment. She passed 2 of the will saves. Can't really ask much else of her. Let's move up. Oh, this is gonna hit Ember. Not as badly as I thought. Cool. Alrighty, let's start shooting things. So we're gonna want to start shooting the fencers, I believe. They're kind of rough. Unfortunately, concealment and other things made that a bit more annoying than it should have been, but let's get you in here. Death Snatcher's down, down. She's not doing anything. Let's kill the Vampire Packmaster. We didn't kill it in one hit, but close. Yeah, I'm not really sure what just died there, but something died there. It's Flame Strike. We can move up a little bit this time and just do this. Looks like the Packmaster's still alive, but everyone else is kind of down at the moment, which is fine. There's a hit. Let's just try and kill off the Packmaster. And it did die indeed. Good.
Prepare yourself.
That was terrible.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
We did not get past any of the stuff that we needed to. Literally all the concealment in the world stood between us. Didn't quite kill that guy, but I think most of the vampires are now dead. And that's the end of the fight. Ember should be back in our group, which she is. And we can grab the Defiler Heavy Mace, which is a +4 Unholy Mace. We also got Mythical Chain +2, Ring of Protection +3, and some extra money. And I guess we're just going to go into the tower, and then that's where we'll call the video, and then we'll finish up the tower next time. We've hit the button, and the platform has come down. We are going in. There's a bunch of random junk on the ground. We'll grab it, because why not? Free money, basically. And once this loads in, that'll be the end of our video. So for now, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, leave them below. Those in the next time or next video, we will do the Mage Tower of Illusionera. It's a good one. We can actually get some of our artifacts maybe made when we meet up with the Elven Storyteller soon, and maybe hand in some more stories. Take care. See you next time.